Hello and good afternoon. My name is Daryl Brown, and I am the new principal at the Alternative Center for Education. I would like to welcome all ACE students and parents to our upcoming school year, where we have designed a plan specifically for all students and staff to remain safe and healthy during these uncertain times. The Alternative Center for Education has diligently prepared for this school year for the return of all students and faculty members for the 2021 school year. In accordance to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, we are aware that COVID-19 has altered our normal routines and daily work schedules to comply with safeguards that will protect us. The School District of Indian River County has adequately provided the necessary provisions to ensure the safety of all stakeholders. As your principal, I have conducted safety walkthroughs, spoken with parents, students, and teachers to ensure that all areas are conducive to a proper work environment. We have created a procedural manual that I will implore all students and parents to read and to fully understand the challenges that we may encounter as a school and how we will need to respond and act to our current situation. As educators, we will play a vital role in organizing and creating a safe and clean environment for each student and staff member. Today, I would like to keep everyone abreast to all the information that will ensure our safety toward a successful path to normalcy. So now we'll go over our three options. Option 1, traditional brick and mortar. Arrival of students on campus. Students who are bus riders, walkers, and car riders will be received at the north entrance gate and will be distanced 6 feet apart. Students will transition into the cafeteria to pick up a bagged breakfast. Students will then report to their first period class to eat their breakfast. And after students finish eating breakfast, our custodial staff will come to each classroom to discard the trash. Our custodial staff will then clean up off each student's desk with a damp, clean cloth. Students will be trained to understand these routines as the school year begins, and students will be discouraged from congregating or intermingling in large crowds while on campus in the morning. As far as the dismissal goes, dismissal from campus, we will have a staggered release of all students who are walkers, car riders, and bus riders. Each classroom, portable 1 through 9, will be dismissed in an ascending order at 2:05 p.m. All car riders will be dismissed from our campus first. All walkers and bikers will be released to go home second, and all bus riders will be next and will remain 6 feet apart as they board the school bus. Classroom safety procedures. All students will spread out as much as they can, but not limited to their educational needs. All staff members will be required to keep and use all items deemed appropriate for the PPE provided by the district. So that means the personal protective equipment, which is PPE, again provided by the district. Students with IEP classroom accommodations and services will continue to be as normal. All students are required to wear protective face coverings with social distancing when social distancing is not possible. Students will be advised to use hand sanitizer before entering the classroom, and students will be offered disinfectant wipes to wipe down their seating area before leaving to the next class. Classroom schedule and transition. Students will transition to classes as regulated by their class schedule. The school will be based on a 90-minute block schedule. Each grade level will be staggered by 1 to 5 minutes for each class transition to avoid person-to-person contact. Students will not be permitted to move to different classes or areas outside of their normal scheduled class routines. Students will then move to each classroom according to the directional arrows on the sidewalk to help avoid contact with one another. Now for our cafeteria procedures for lunch. There will be 3 designated times for lunch: 10:25, 11 o'clock, and 11:35. Students will be escorted by their assigned teacher to the cafeteria. All students will be required to either wash or sanitize their hands before entering the cafeteria. All students will need to use their ID cards to receive their lunch. All students will wear a breakaway lanyard with their ID attached to it. All students will need to report to the cafeteria at their assigned times, and students will not be allowed to eat in the classroom during lunch. Visitors on campus. Visitors will not be allowed on campus during normal school hours unless pre-approved by the principal. Parents will be permitted on campus during the school day. The lobby will be the only receiving area, and occupancy of the lobby and will be limited. Now for our option 2, which is virtual school students. Students working virtually at home will still be assigned to our teachers at ACE through Edgenuity, working at their own pace. Option 3, for transitional plan for students. The School District of Indian River County will provide computer laptops to all students. Teachers at the ACE will provide classroom instruction to those students who have selected the transitional option. Transitional students will receive instruction during our normal school day hours, which is from 7:15 a.m. to 2:05 p.m. Office hours for option 2 and 3 students, each teacher will establish their office hours for virtual school students within the contractual day and hours. That would also be for our transitional students as well. Teachers will be responsible for making contact with virtual and transitional students each week. Teachers will enter the attendance for each virtual and transitional school student. Teachers will ensure grades are entered in a timely manner for all students, and teachers must be available to administration during the entire school day so that we can continue to work together for our virtual and transitional students. As we work through these challenging times, I ask that you maintain communication with me as your principal if you have any questions or concerns related to COVID-19 or other major concerns on our campus. I know that our Eagle Nation will fly higher and stronger as we get through this pandemic together. If you have any questions, you can contact our front office at 564-6262. Thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to seeing you on August 13th at our Student Orientation Day.